Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know, the nearer your destination, the more you slip sliding away. God makes his plan. And it goes on to say the information is not available to the mortal man, if I have that right. That's an old Paul Simon song. And I'm just using that to introduce. Tomorrow I'm teaching my long teaching. I'm doing it every 2 weeks. It'll be on Facebook Live Friday at 11 o'clock. And it'll be an hour later on the HCIBH side at noon. So Friday at 11 o'clock. What kind of faith do you have? Have you ever asked yourself that question? And this isn't going to be long, but I'm going to talk about 3 types of faith. And it can be a progression, and it can be a standalone. But the reality is, God wants us to move mountains. And I know for 29 years, I didn't move many mountains. In fact, I can only remember one time when I actually went into what you call faith and saw somebody healed. And I didn't know why, and it wasn't reproducible. Now I do. But here's the situation. If you don't go after this with all your heart, it's not going to be any different for you the rest of your life. I can promise you that. You know, I don't know if we just kind of get deceived or we're just discouraged. We try things and they don't work. It's not working for anybody else. So what's the point? And we know as believers, well, we know it's none of us here that are true believers, I think, believe that this was only for the first century church, but we act like that. We practice that. And I don't think so much because we believe that. It's more because of ignorance, unbelief. You know, sometimes there can be a little laziness. I know there was with me, but I had a disadvantage advantage. Let me explain that. I got deathly sick and I was in horrible pain. And you know my testimony, I've been miraculously healed 12 times of incurable diseases. And God told me, I didn't say this, and I give him all the glory. There's not many people in the world, Scott, that have been miraculously healed 12 times of incurable diseases. And there's a reason for that. Most people would have just quit. And I'm not saying to brag. God gave me that. He can give it to anyone, that a tenacious quality not to quit till you get this figured out and it works. But the reality was this. I wasn't getting anything accomplished. I wasn't bearing fruit. Now, there are some of you out there that are in the same boat. Some of you are struggling like I was. And some of you were